HnnngROTOM! Hey guys, what's up? This is CRimZ over here for another battle. This battle is versus TehWileChase and Standard OU and all that crap, fun stuff and whatever. So he leads off with the Breloom, I lead off with the ROTOM. Now my ROTOM has like no speed, but knowing Wile, he likes running bulky Breloom, so I was like, hey, you know what, I'll go for a Will-O-Wisp, but you know, he's faster. And goes for Spore and whatever, so I'm like, okay. So Toxic Orb activate, I can't, but what? He doesn't have Toxic Orb! What? So that must mean he's like scarfed or something strange like that. But he switches out, goes into his My Little Fucking Broken Pony, and luckily I do wake up and I get the burn off, so that's great, even though he's, you know, like, specially offensive and stuff. But whatever, knowing that my ROTOM is defensively bulky, I can take a Secret Sword any day and all day. I was just fearing, like, the HP Grass or something. But, yeah, I go for the Volt Switch. Surprisingly, it doesn't kill the stupid fucking thing, and I go into yes! Just to get my, Poison Heal activated and stuff. Toxic Orb, whatever the hell you want to call it. So I switch. Hopefully, you know, Wile is retarded and go for a water move, even though the obvious switch is obvious, but, you know, he's, you know, smart and goes for the Secret Sword, which does so much damage! Oh my god! And Keldeo dies to its own life orb, so that's great. Leftovers doesn't even bring me over half. Come on, Pony! Why are you so stupid? But yeah, he goes in Breloom. I was thinking, you know, obvious, either Seed Bomb or Spore is super obvious, and he's probably scarfed, so I go into frickin' this thing, Gliscor, to take the Spore, and yeah, I don't go to sleep and stuff. So whatever, this is opportune time to set up my Stealth Rocks, which is what I do right here. And again, knowing, I mean, I know he has a Scarfed Breloom, but Scarfed Breloom's weird, so I don't know, maybe he's like running Scarfed everything. So I switch out and I go into this guy, fearing the Scarf water move, but he ends up going for Toxic, which sucks, because now my Wally is not a wall anymore, because poison. So, yeah. But, it's cool. I mean, nothing on his team is really immune to Toxic or water or anything, so I was like, you know what, let's just go for Scald and hopefully burn something. Actually, I didn't want to go for Toxic for two reasons. One, he has a Metagross. Two, he has a Breloom. He probably has Poison Heal on it. So I'm like, yeah, I don't want to Poison Heal his own Breloom and stuff. So he goes for Ice Beam. I'm like, you know what, I can take those hits. I'm just gonna go for Recover and then eventually switch out into something that can actually deal with this thing, like ROTOM, and that's what's gonna happen. I don't know if I should speed these battles up more or not, because I don't know. It seems like it's taking forever with all this leftovers and Toxic and shenanigans. Anyways, I switch out, go into my ROTOM, and he goes for Ice Beam again. I was thankful that he didn't go for like Toxic or something. But since he's a bulky Politoed, I'm fairly certain I'm gonna outspeed this shit. So I'm just gonna go for Volt Switch, which he has no ground type in this team except for Gliscor, which won't, like, who cares? I'm a ROTOM versus Gliscor, you don't switch that in. So yeah, so I just go for Volt Switch. He goes into his Breloom, get the crit on the Volt Switch. Not like that's really that big of a deal, but you know, damage is damage, so whatever. And I Volt Switch into yes for the U-turn, because I know this Breloom can't do anything to me. So he switches, he goes into his own Gliscor, and U-turn out, because that's just perfect. And U-turn, man! It's like the best move in the game. I'm turning into Wile. I have Volt Switch and U-turn on like every Pokemon now. I go into Shocktopus, because Shocktopus is like the best Pokemon ever. Look how cool he looks, oh my god. And I go for the HP Ice, which I guess he just Death Fodders his Breloom because he knows it's not going to do anything ever this entire battle ever. So, yeah, that was actually a very good Death Fodder, Mr. Wile, and your immense amount of knowledge. Anyways, he goes into Metagross. I am like, you know, I don't want to get hit by an Ice Punch, so I'm just going to Volt Switch the hell out of here. That's what I do. I Volt Switch. Does a little more damage. I mean, well, then again, this thing is just as strong as Chandelure. That thing is powerful, man. Okay, so I Volt Switch, do like 3/4 to the Metagross, and then go into ROTOM, which will, you know, I know that Metagross can't do anything to ROTOM, because, you know, Earthquake, Ice Punch, that Meteor Mash, which he gets like a attack raise, which is like pointless as hell. but whatever. I go for the Volt Switch and kill the Metagross, and it's like, yes, he's dead. So it's like 5. No, it's 6. Is this 6-2? No, 6-3. What does he have left? What the fuck? Yeah, it's 6-3. I can't believe I'm winning this well and stuff. And he goes into Tornadus. Now, I know that the biggest, strongest move you could probably do to me that's like, that he actually is going to do is a Life Orbed HP Ice, which I know I can live that with like a smidgen, and then kill him off with a Thunderbolt or a Volt Switch or whatever, but it doesn't really matter because, you know, I'll die to my own Life Orb, so it's like, whatever, it's a double down, as people call it, which I really don't like calling it a double down. Double down sounds really stupid. This isn't fucking Blackjack, this is Pokemon, my friend. Pokemon. So he goes into Politoed, I go into Rotom, and just go for the Volt Switch because why not? Like I said, I have Volt Switch on like every Pokemon. And does like half or something. And I go into my Haxorus. Now I know that if he goes for Ice Beam, since he is a bulky Politoed, it's not going to kill. Which, you know, he probably predicted the Haxorus anyways, or the Gliscor, or whatever the hell. And if he gets a Freeze, or if he does choose to go for Scald, or the, you know, God forbid he uses Hypnosis or gets a Freeze, you know, I have the Lumberry, so it's all cool. And Politoed gets taken down, so that's cool. He goes into Gliscor. Gliscor is going to be dragged down into the fiery pits of hell! Oh my god, it looks so sexy! And he doesn't die. I'm kind of surprised. Actually, no, it's a fucking Gliscor. And that's my telephone ringing. If you can't hear that. It's gonna ring again. Yeah. Every battle, man, I get some kind of interruption. I just go into Rotom and I fucking kill the Gliscor, okay? There's no spoilers. Okay, I win. And he gets a crit with Ice Fang, which like does nothing. And that's the game. So, hope you guys enjoyed this fantastic narration, commentary, battle shit versus Wile. And if you did, press that like button, favorite it, even though nobody does that. And I will be back with some more battles tomorrow. And I'll see you.